Hi guys, welcome to CarTex. The ID.7, it's finally here and I had the chance to drive it this weekend. This car is a fully spec'd car in the color aquamarine blue. Looks really luxurious with the 20-inch wheels. And look how sleek this car looks, guys. Really efficient. Only a word of 0.23. And it's really big. Wheelbase from almost 4 meters. And from the rear, the coupe style car. There will be a tourer at next year. And this is the 77 kilowatt hour battery with a range of, with the 20-inch wheels, 599 kilometers. With the 19-inch wheels, 621. So really big range with the same battery as the ID.4. Well, it's more efficient, and of course the new engine, the 286 horsepower and 545 newton meters. So it's much quicker. From the rear, also really nice to see, with the some sort of IQ light, 3D lights at the rear. Really nice car. And it will switch off automatically when you come near it, just as the ID.4 and 5. And of course also in the front the LED matrix headlights. And the really, let's call it flat front. It's a really sleek car, guys. I'm gonna go a bit lower, you can see it really good. It's some sort of teardrop form. So much more efficient than the SUV models like the ID.4 and ID.5. And then guys, the interior. Just way else than the ID.4 or ID.5. Really luxurious. This car is the interior style pack with the massaging seats. We'll come back to that later. And look how this looks, guys. Some Alcantara leather over here. Some leather look with stitching over here. And in the car itself, the display is now inside the dash, and you got a head-up display, as you see. And of course the start form from the head-up display also available on the ID.4 ID.5, so nothing new on that. And then the infotainment, something else compared to the ID.4 ID.5. Of course, software 4.0, already made a video about that, put the link below so you can watch that. Some major changes, especially when you go to charging. You can now start the battery heating, so it's preconditioning function. You can use it when you DC charge the car, so to charge much faster. And over here it says it needs 30 minutes to get a bit warmer. And then over here, guys, you think it's just a tray, but when you open it, cup holders, wireless charging pad. Also very important, it's cooled now, so your cell phone won't overheat when it's charging. Really smart. And then the armrest is also storage space. You can get this out, so much more storage spaces in the ID.4 and ID.5. So on the ID.7, not the sort of odd looking switch for your let's call it a gearbox, but it's an electric motor. It's just like the ID bus. You can switch it like this to the rear like this. And then you say, well, where are the windscreen wipers? Over there, just like on the ID bus. Also for the cruise control, no separate button for the function of travel assist. You can just use the mode button to switch between adaptive cruise control or travel assist. And there's now a cancel button over here, so your cruise control is always on. A little in-depth look on the interior package. Seat heating, seat cooling, and there's even a dry boost function. It uses the seat heating and cooling to dry, well, your t-shirt or your trousers when you've been in the rain. Really strange to feel. It moves to the left to the right with warm and cold, so a bit strange. Also on these seats, the massage function, for the driver and the front passenger, with a lot of capabilities. I think it's almost the same as in the Touareg. So I'm a fan of that massage function, and of course I'm a fan of the massage function in this car. Drove about 3 hours last night, got out like it was nothing, and sort of, yeah, a really relaxing drive. The only thing I need to get used to is, well, don't have a menu button over here, but it's over there. Maybe it's getting used to, but it works. And of course the menu, nothing crazy compared to the ID.4, ID.5. Of course you got the shop, of course you got the ID software button. And if you guys want to know what IDA is, it's your ID assistant. It's your linguatronic, as Mercedes used to call it. You can use your voice to navigate to functions. It works better than the old ID assistant in the ID.4, ID.5, so a plus on that. Then the driving modes. The ID.7 has the DCC. It's a really big version of DCC. You can just put it in every function. So minus comfort plus sport, so you can just adapt it as you want. Well, this function, there is a sound actuator in the car. Don't know how it sounds from the outside yet. Didn't get to hear the sound from the outside. My colleague told me it sounds like a sort of, yeah, chopper or something when you drive by. Okay, and now something I really don't like, but it's by law at this moment. On every new car you need a speed warning. So it gives a beeping signal when you drive it and you drive too fast. You can change it. You can just do it on the display and don't have a sound. But every time you switch the car on, it's back on the old setting. So that's annoying. And of course, the ambient lighting. You can put it on automatic. You can change the colors. Well, let's try. If you put the lights on, it's over there in the doors. It's almost everywhere. And then the aircon. Something new compared to the ID.4, ID.5. You don't have manual air vents anymore. You can switch them on by button, and you can adjust them like this. Don't think I'm a fan of that, but yeah, it works okay, and don't be a hassle on that. It works, and it works fine. But I like the manual versions. And as said, this car is the ID software 4.0. So major news on that: the battery preconditioning, better navigation, the new ID assistant, and yeah, of course, compared to the 4.0, the new engine. So the 286 horsepower engine. And guys, it drives like, it's almost the same performance as my ID.5 GTX, but it feels much quicker. So of course it has the 545 Newton meters, so I think that's the case. And of course, because the car is so efficient, I'm on 85% now and still can do 297 kilometers. I can tell you a secret, on my ID.5 22-inch wheels, this is on a full battery, so compared to my car, that's a bit different. Also on this car, this really big panoramic sunroof, and with the switch of a button, it's sort of, yeah, closed, tinted, how you call it. There's a little film between it. You can activate it by the touch of this button. And now, let's open it again. So, really cool. It's a sort of nerdy feature. And then on the rear, well, it's a sort of limousine. The view on the front, really like the dash on this car. It feels luxurious, like a Passat or an Audi or something. And on the rear, the seat is all the way back. I'm 1.90 meters somewhere, and I have this kind of space between my knees, so I can sit here like a, yeah, let's call it a king. And on this car, the Harman-Kardon audio. Really like that feature. So guys, this car is the Ergo Active seats, as Volkswagen calls them. They have memory, electric movement. So yeah, nothing to complain about that. And of course the normal light touchpad. Volkswagen, maybe you should get a switchback like in the old cars, but it works, and when it's on auto it's okay. And of course in the rear, lots of space. It's almost Passat-like with the double floor in here. So really spacious to get on a long trip. And also again on the ID.7 the camera spray function, where you push this button, it just washes your camera. This car is the 360 view camera, so the area view. Let's look at this. And sadly it doesn't clean the front camera, and that's the one who gets most dirty. So maybe an update for that, Volkswagen. Well, after around 300 kilometers I can say it's really comfy, efficiency is good, and yeah, it drives like sort of Passat-like, so a real big car. Let's do a little, if we get the space, a little pull from the new electric motor. As you see, much quicker than the old one. Well guys, the ID.7, what do you think of it? I really like the car. It's a really smooth drive compared to the ID.4, ID.5. It's really comfy when you put it in comfort, sporty and if you put it in sport. So thanks for watching guys. Please like, subscribe and share, and until next time.